Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Stockliff here, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Atlanta Hawks Association / franchise. And if you didn't see the first episode, I'll be sure to link it, or you could go look yourself if I forget to. But anyways, I've made a few trades, as you can see, from Avery Bradley into the starting lineup. Also with Jeff Green, too. I made a trade with the Celtics for like Lou Williams, Devin Harris. I wanted to get rid of all my point guards or guards and just leave Jeff Teague. And Delonte West, I picked him up too. I forgot to mention that. So, basically, this is my team. Josh Smith is going to be the centerpiece of this team. Obviously, it's not really that obvious. I don't know why I said that, but he is on a one-year contract right now, and this is his last year. So, we're trying to push to re-sign him, trying to get some pieces around him and build this Atlanta Hawks team into a championship contending team. And that's that. But anyways, I'm starting off the season by playing the Houston Rockets, and if you're wondering, I'm playing on All-Star with my custom sliders that I'm using from Operation Sports. I believe that I linked them inside of episode 1, but I'll make a whole new video on them if people want to see my sliders. I know for a fact, like, people will definitely want to see them, so I might need to put up my own video about it. So anyways, I've been gone for a while, and this series has been, stalled for a while. So I figured, since I'm back in the groove and I'm ready to make videos again for a consistent rate, I might as well go ahead and do it. So this is it. So, I mean, here it is. But anyways, the reason for choosing the Atlanta Hawks, some might ask, is simply because I like the way that I could trade around with this team and still get the pieces that I want. I mean, I'm not done trading, and this is something that's unrealistic in NBA 2K13 or all basketball games, actually. If you go to like the trade value, you can really abuse that, because if you find a player that's cheap and has very low trade value and you know is going to have high potential and is going to be really good in the future and you want to pursue them, it's really easy to get them. And, well, that's how I got Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. And as you can see from, this game, and this is my first game, they are a huge impact. And, even though their overalls are iffy and whatnot, they play like they do. Like, they play like they're overall, and that's pretty simply put. I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but if you notice, I like put music on at the beginning of this game because I was just playing for fun. Actually, I was testing out the sliders and they seemed all right, so I went ahead and went with the game. As Jeff Green gets a steal, Jay Smooth to the cup, and he slams that one down. I'll focus more on the gameplay like later on. That's the way I normally do it, and also the halftime report I'll leave to them. So whenever it comes time for that, we'll get there. And I didn't realize it, but I think John Jenkins just broke that guy's ankles. Was that Marcus Morris? It's one of the Morris twins, but I just now realized that. But wow. But as you can see, it's a pretty close game right now, 38-35, early, 1/4 of the way through the second quarter, and Jeff Green spots up for a wide open three. That's something I like about Jeff Green. And some people were saying, like, the power forward, small forward situation with Josh Smith and Jeff Green, as Kyle Korver with a nice pump fake. That'll get him most of the time. But I like to start Jay Smooth at the small forward sometimes. I know that he's got a big body, but it's just the way I like to run, because the small forward is on the side and it's a wing player, and it's a wing position, and I can feel I can get better transition buckets that way. And also the fact that many small forwards are more of a threat than power forwards nowadays. So I figure instead of matching up, like, you can match up. I could put him at power forward and have him guard a small forward, but it's just easier that way for me. And I feel like I play better with him at the small forward position. He's going to miss a shot here, but I got a Sheik from Houston as well. As you can probably tell, I traded Deshaun Stevenson, maybe a first-round pick. I don't know. I might have to go back, or you can go back to episode 1. I highly recommend you go back to episode 1. and watch that. Maybe not all the way through, but just the key points in the video, because that definitely is a huge video to watch. And I know it's been so long that I haven't posted a video relating to NBA 2K13 and association. But I will warn you firsthand that Josh Smith is a monster, and something that's kind of been bugging me is sort of the, how do I put this, like not really the equipment, but the accessories that they're wearing. Like, I've changed that around a little bit because I do make a different acquisition later. Just a hint, I do make. I'm gonna make a lot of trades. Okay, anything to help this team get better, I'm going to do. Simple as that. I don't care if draft picks are involved, and I don't think I have a draft class either, because I feel that most draft classes are unrealistic, and down the road players just become too overpowered. As that was ridiculous, as you see Josh Smith with an and one back jam, and they'll take you to the halftime report.
By Sprint. Thanks for tuning into the halftime report. Out in Atlanta, it's been a one-sided affair. The Hawks got scorching hot in the first half. The NBA pecking order still being determined. They're looking to get over 500 and to stay there. Josh Smith is putting on a clinic against the Rockets. He's already racked up 18 points and 3 rebounds as well. The Rockets have been plugging away. Points in the paint definitely in their favor. They've stayed in attack.
Okay, so now back to the second half of action. And I really like this team right now, but I do make some changes. I'm not going to, say I don't. But it's definitely for the better, in my opinion. And I was talking about the Josh Smith. I was talking about equipment and accessories. I do change around some accessories on Josh Smith because I don't know why, but he wears like one sleeve on his right arm now. And he's really stopped with the double as he gets his own board here and put back. That's why I love him. And, yeah, I change it around. I give him knee pads because he actually wears them in real life. So, and that's something that bugs me with this game a little bit, is they don't update accessories, because I know for a fact that Kyrie has a sleeve on his left arm. I think it's his left arm. And they don't have any sleeves on him in this game. And it kind of bugs me, I'm not going to lie. But there's nothing really I can do about that. But anyways, another thing before anyone says anything, what do you think about me putting the score, up on the D-pad? Excuse me, up on the D-pad, like giving each player their stats. I start doing that because I have recorded ahead in this series quite a bit, by like 5 games as the time I'm doing this commentary. So I actually put the, you know what I'm talking about, the player's name, their signature skills, how many points, rebounds, assists they have. You get the whole picture. I think that overlay would help out a whole lot, because right now it just seems a little bit bland. And if you've been keeping track at all, you'll notice that Josh Smith has been a complete monster out there on the court in this first game, having 18 and a half. I mean, daggone, look at that. That's just a swift move. He's almost unguardable on this game. Small forwards can't guard him because he's too big. Power forwards can't guard him because he's too fast. And look at that hop step up and under by Chandler Parsons. Definitely improving as a player out of Florida. I've watched the SEC over the years, and he was maybe an average player, not going to be that special in the NBA, but I can definitely see him improving in the near future. And a D-plus shot going in, you don't see it often, but when it does, it's a thing of beauty. Not really. But at this point, we are leading by quite a bit, and I think I can explain why, because this man is simply on a mission, and he is not going to be stopped, to put it simply. And I like the second unit that we have, although, I'm going to be honest, I did start playing my first game against Houston just to test out the sliders, and I realized I didn't have a backup point guard, so I signed Delonte West. I had Jeff Teague playing for a long time. I was like, I really need a backup point guard, don't I? But, you know, with Courtney Lee, Avery Bradley, I can mix and match. I like in-between players because Josh Smith can play the 3 or the 4. Jeff Green can play the 3 or the 4. Corver can even play the 2 or the 3 sometimes, depending on who's on the floor. Avery Bradley can play the 1 or the 2. I mean, the list goes on, and especially with the new acquisitions that I get or acquire over the next few games, you know, I think I can mix and match with my roster and my rotation quite a bit, so that helps out a whole lot. And I don't think I checked the score just yet about, as Jeff T gets the strip, of how many points and just the overall stats that Josh Smith has. But I think at the end of the video, what I'm going to start doing is showing like the team stats and compare them. I don't do it in the first couple, but you're just going to have to live with it for now. I'm trying to get a theme to my videos, as Josh Smith off the bounce, and he's got over 35 at this point. And can we make it 40? He's just going to have a nice little step back there, and yes, he can. That is his, I believe that's his, yeah, it's his 40th point of the ball game. I sub my players. Actually, I don't yet. And Horford was kind of shy this game. He didn't really have a big game at all. It was more of Josh Smith, as he gets another assist. So I have a feeling that Josh Smith, as an 87 overall at his age right now, I actually forgot how old he is. I'm sure that I'll figure it out. It's in between 25 and 27, somewhere around there. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will definitely try to be posting more videos more often. And that's pretty much it. As always, have a nice day.